Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. Some news. I've kind of been studying the YouTube thing again. In the lockdown, I just haven't really felt like making videos. It just didn't feel right. Lots of things to be kind of concentrating on with the whole pandemic thing. Making videos just, it seemed like the least of my worries. I've worked all the way through this whole lockdown in the UK, but instead of making videos, I've just kind of sat back and looked at the YouTube channel and thought, what's not working? What do I need to fix? And I've worked all that out. We'll get into that after the intro. There's a wee surprise coming here. So hi guys, welcome back. I don't know if you spotted it, but that was the old intro. I just wasn't feeling the new one. I'm changing a lot of things now. I went through a whole phase of just, it's not working, change it, and I was going back and forward and things and stuff. During the lockdown, I've worked all the way through it. I've come down here and I've attempted to make videos near the end when I was allowed back out, but I haven't really uploaded them because it just didn't still feel quite right. And just before the lockdown kicked off, I was starting to kind of, I felt like I was building up a wee bit of a momentum, and then there's always something that kind of gets in the way when I'm trying to get on with basically pushing this YouTube channel. I kind of feel like everything's been thrown at me that can be, so I should just take this opportunity to hit it as hard as possible now. I mean, what can... do I want to say this? What can be worse than a pandemic that locks the entire world down so you're not allowed to really do anything? I don't want to know what can be worse. I don't want to experience it. It's not a challenge. I don't want somebody to say like, "Oh, challenge accepted." It's not a challenge. Anyway, so the whole channel is supposed to be about photography, cinematography, audio production, graphic design, all of that sort of stuff. Kind of touched on it a little bit back and forward, but not a lot. So this is where it's going to start kicking off as of the next video. We're back to the old intro just now. The intro's changing, right? The intro is going to get changed yet again. The whole brand is changing. This bit here stays, but there's an addition to it, but the rest of it is we're going to start amping the process up a lot. So the whole scene in the background, all of that staying. There might change a little bit. No real plans to change it, but if I think of anything, there's not really much I can do with it. But if you've got any suggestions, fire them in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the little like button, subscribe, and get the bell notification on as well. But anyway, this isn't really going to change. This is just going to be where I'm going to be based from, and I'm going to try and get out and about a lot more now. We're into Scottish summer, which last year, I don't know what happened, that just seemed to kind of bypass me altogether. I've moaned all winter about wishing it was summer, then summer happened and I didn't even use the camera. I went to Ireland. I turned 40 last year. I was there with family just before my birthday. That was the start of the summer, and I didn't take the camera with me because I don't really get time to spend with family much, and I didn't want to ruin it by carrying a camera about all the time. In hindsight, I maybe should have took it out a bit because it would have given me some memories, but I didn't. I didn't want to impose on the family either, so I maybe should have done it a little bit rather than none at all. because that then led on to the next part of my holiday, which was a week in a caravan. I didn't know do anything there. I had the camera with me, both places, Ireland and at the caravan. I just didn't use it, and that snowballed. And before I knew it, summer was gone and I hadn't really filmed anything. That's not happening this year. I'm fixing that. That's definitely not happening this year. We're just entering the Scottish summer now, and yeah, there's no excuse for me not to film. So intro's going to change, the logo, brand, whatever you want to call it, that's changing. We're going to get into the content that we should be making, which is all photography, cinematography, audio design, graphic design related. The vlog is just anything goes as normal. That's just going to be just whatever I'm doing. But we're hitting the content pretty hard. So podcast I'm going to be bringing back down here very, very soon. I've spent a lot of money on a computer at home, and the podcast is set up all round about it, and it's just kind of getting in the road. So I'm going to bring everything back here. We've got some people wanting to appear on the podcast and stuff, so I need to bring it down here, and just there's a room just through here. I need to do like a proper tour of here again, a more up to date one. That's going to be the podcast room through there, and where I'll edit it and stuff. Yeah. The internet down here is fairly rubbish, and I kinda like that because it's a distraction when you can go and look at things. Fair to say. So I like the fact that internet down here is rubbish, and I have the bonus of having 100 gigabytes of data on my mobile phone, so that if I need to do something on the internet, I can just use that as a hotspot and I have decent internet. But I try not to do that, and I'm really strict with myself. So I'm going to start doing a bit more work down here as well, where possible. Just spend a bit more time down here. I spend a lot of money on this place, so I may as well use it a bit more. So yeah, the production level is going to change dramatically. This is going to be the last video I shoot like this. I'm going to be installing C-Log, which for you camera kind of people, you'll know what that is. It's basically just a flat profile, so desaturates all the colour, and it makes it look horrible. You might wonder why the hell would you do that. I'm doing that so that I have more control over how I can make this look. That's just something else that I'm going to need to get used to, is colour grading videos properly. I'm going to be doing lots of stuff differently as of the next video. And I keep seeming to say that, and then the next video never comes for weeks, and by the time it does come, it's not what I said it was going to be. But this time I'm really sticking to this. I have sheets that I've written out. Well, I never wrote that out, I made it on a computer, to be fair. Just so I can put notes down for YouTube video ideas. They're predominantly for the vlog, not scripting anything at all, but kind of putting a little bit of a plan together, a vague, scripted, unscripted plan. Scripted as in, like, if there's things I want to talk about, I'll make a note and then I'll just wing it in front of the camera. Here's something I wanted to take away, just leave you a thought with. We're getting too negative, everybody in the world. I'm not just talking about you and me, we're getting too negative. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, and I get very little back from it. Like, nobody really likes and comments and subscribes, and I really wish you would. I'm not going to force you. If you don't want to, you don't want to, but I'd love it if you did, because it means a lot to me. And I'm not really talking about that as such, but something caught my attention very recently, where it was a photograph of a teacher that was writing the 9 times table on the school whiteboard for the class to kind of go through and learn. And the very first sum, which was 9 times 1, she put down 10. Now that's wrong, but all of the rest of it was right. And the story goes that the class made fun of her because she got that wrong. But from 9 times 1 up to 9 times 12, why does it times table always go up to 12 and not just stop at 10? Comment below if you know. Anyway, it goes all the way up to 12 and she got everyone right, but the very first one she got wrong. And the class made fun of her behind her back and whatever. She left it for a wee while. A couple of days later she went back to it and she heard the sniggering from the class as she had her back turned, and she knew 100% what they were laughing at because she'd done it on purpose, and it was all a life lesson. She basically turned around to the class and said, I know what you're laughing at. You're laughing at the fact that the very first sum, 9 times 1 is 9, but I've wrote down 10. I got it wrong. But I didn't get it wrong, I done that on purpose to show you that everything else was done correctly, but the only thing that you took time to comment on was the wrong answer. It's not really positive, is it, when you do 11 things right, 1 thing wrong, and we always seem to talk about the wrong thing, never the rest of it. We always go to the negative. So a wee challenge. This is not something that you need to make a video about or type in comments below or anything. Just a challenge. Try going through a whole day. Look out for similar instances where something is wrong, but it comes with a whole lot of something else that's right. Forget the wrong thing and focus on the parts that are right. Give praise. Be nice. Be kind. Let's start making a difference to our own lives. Aye. Positive message. Let's be more positive. Let's be more open to being nice. And I'm not saying turn a blind eye to the negatives, and I'm not saying we should ignore the negatives, but let's point out the negatives after we've spoke about the positives, and let's turn the negative into a positive. Let's look at it as a way to start a conversation. I really like that the fact that you've done 11 things here right, but did you realise that this one's wrong? And it's actually 9, not 10. And have a conversation. How did you come to that answer? Did you make a mistake because you're just not thinking? Is there something on your mind? Do you need to have a chat? Do you want to have a chat? I'm here. It just starts a positive whole conversation, and yeah, there's not enough of that going around at the moment. Anyway, I don't know where that came from really. It has to be said though, because it's something I've thought about quite a lot recently. Yeah. Anyway, if you've got other positive messages you would like to share with people, drop them in the comments below and share this video with all your friends and family. Let people know that the content here is going to be getting better and it's worth watching, because I hope it is. I'm definitely going to be trying to make sure it is. Anyway, if you like this video, please hit a little thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, get the bell notification pressed so that you get notified when I upload new videos, and we will catch you in the next video. Catch you later. That sounded weird. Catch you. I like the fact that I do the wee thing where I say catch you later. I kind of need to change it a little bit so it's a bit more me. I'm working on it. Any suggestions, comment below. Use the comments for anything, just send me messages and stuff. And anyway, it's been good making another video again. See you next week, unless things go horribly wrong and I stop making videos again. Hope not though. See you later. Bye.